Do you remember last week when I was painting a sleigh for Santa? If you've not seen the vlog, I'll put a link down below or just here so you can catch up and have a watch. Anyway, that sleigh was ready for its flight from Twinning in Gloucestershire over to Tewkesbury and then over to a residential care home. I get asked an awful lot to give gifts to charity for raffle prizes, things like these little coasters or chopping boards or things like that, and sometimes that's cool to do and cool to give, but it's kind of, you give it and it's gone. You don't have any feeling of what actually happened, what difference that little thing made. And maybe it didn't make a difference, I don't know. I don't really get to find out. I think the better way to give to charity is to actually get involved, but get involved in a way that only you can. So, for example, I know I can get involved and I can paint something and give my skill of painting. The thing about this sleigh project was that it brought together so many different people. And everyone had a different skill to give, a different amount of time to give, had different contacts in which they could pull into the project and make it happen. Because it brought all of those people together, it made it more than we ever thought it could be. And I think on your own, you can achieve an awful lot. But when you bring different people together, you can really make a difference. So what you'll see on today's vlog is the sleigh taking flight from Twinning to Tewkesbury into a residential care home. As the sleigh was pulled by the tractor through the village, through into the town, through all of the streets, all the elves on the sleigh were waving, and that Christmas cheer and that Christmas spirit was being sprinkled and spread all around. And you could see people's reaction, you could see physically that they lifted and they had this big beaming smile on their face. Or they'd talk to one another and they'd point out the sleigh and they'd laugh and they'd take photos and they'd wave. There were naughty elves on the sleigh too. And well, watch out for Gary the elf, he's particularly naughty. There were so many special things happening yesterday. Not only was that Christmas spirit sprinkled around, you know, people were wrapped up, it was cold, and you could tell that they had jobs and tasks to do, but for a moment, that sleigh interrupted them and made them smile. It's a virtuous circle because the elves made somebody passing on the street smile, and then their smile made the elves smile and do it more, and this good feeling just grew and grew and grew throughout the day. The idea was that the sleigh would pull up at the care home and Santa would meet the residents and then go inside to go and personally call on each and every resident in their own room. Now, of course, as Santa went in with Mrs. Claus and the elves, something really magical happened. Our little elves were just absolutely amazing. I think there's something wonderful that happens between our older generation and our younger generation. They seem to have this instant communication, that they just get each other. So our younger elves were handing out chocolates and naughty elf on the shelf elves. This was just tickling and surprising the elderly residents and making it a really magical moment. Now there were some moments that I couldn't film. Because they were too special, and respectfully, a little time and space was needed for Santa and the residents. Anyway, take a watch. I hope it sprinkles Christmas your way too.
I'm this cold December day, we are on our merry way, riding along, just singing a song, caroling through the snow. Bells are jingling, snowflakes tingling, Rudolph knows where to go. On this cold December day, I am piloting my sleigh. The work to be done on my Christmas run is the most tired chore. No girl above without a toy, so giddy up, Rudolph, my dear. 8 pair of antennae, onwards ever go. Dasher and Prancer, moving through.
Happy Christmas!
This cold December day, on this cold December day.
Don't show that prickle me backside on this.
So we've just made a very special stop at Bushley Nursing Home today.
It's a very special place. All the staff are wonderful and they look after the older people that require a little bit of care. So we thought, get the elves, take the sleigh, go in and spread some Christmas cheer. So we go round to all of the people and wish them a Merry, Merry Christmas.
On this cold December day, we are on our merry way, riding along, just singing a song, barreling through the snow. Bells are jingling, snowflakes tingling, Rudolph knows where to go. On this cold...
Like having visitors.
Oh, we have friends today.
Well, Mrs. C?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. C.
Could you smarten up slightly? Scruffy elf.
So you're going to put this on clean today?
Come on.
Scruffy
She's worth it. Hot L'Oreal.
Sam.
Okay. Tom from Motherwell.
Tom from Motherwell, are you? Yeah. All right. Well, you're not going to get into bed tonight because this big elf's nick your bed.
It needs an extra pillar.
Yeah. It's very shifty.
Hi, Roger. Hello. How you been? Naughty.
That's what we like. We like naughty people, Roger.
Keep it a secret, the staff know, and it's really good because you really get the surprise, and the people that don't normally come out of the rooms, they visit the rooms, and it's absolutely brilliant because the looks on their faces are so worth it. They get a true part of Christmas with this experience.
Merry Christmas!
Well, we'll have to do that again.
3, 2, 1 it is if you count yourself in. You count yourself out. Right, anyway, go again. 3, 2, 1.
December day, I am piloting my sleigh. The work to be done on my Christmas run is the most tired chore. No girl or boy without a toy, so giddy up, Rudolph, my dear.